Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Good morning, Vietnam!
This is Tony. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. It's a Monday morning.
It's a Monday.
It's a weird Monday too, no less.
Are we really sure it's Monday?
I think it's Monday. That's what my computer's telling me. So if it's on the internet, it must be true. Yeah. Is that the deal?
Bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour. So, as promised, I'll elaborate on my little announcement that we put up about Tony Perriman and Maria White being thrown from the show. Now, first, I got to get into the little comment. Tony shared my status. Obviously, I had posted on the show right after I threw him out of my house that Tony Perriman and Maria White had been thrown off the show. Further details on Monday. Well, Tony posted on his personal Facebook page, "This should be rather interesting, considering no one has even given me the details." Well, if you're too stupid to realize that when I threw you out of my house because you do not pay rent, and you didn't pay rent when you were supposed to, if you're too stupid to realize that that includes the show, well, then you're a fucking dumber idiot than I first thought you to be. I always knew you were stupid. I always knew you were a dumb son of a bitch. But now I know you're a stupid fucking dumb son of a bitch. Friday. What was it? Friday? Thursday? I don't even know. Thursday. As everybody knows, we were going to go down for a little bit. I was, having some electrical problems, and we were going to lose the electricity for a while. So Maria made a comment. Well, why do we even pay, rent if there's not going to be any electricity? Well, let me elaborate. You pay rent to help pay for the electricity and the bills and stuff like that. When you don't pay rent, this exactly scenario is a direct result of what happens. Okay, so there you go.
There's eviction in so many words.
Yeah, basically. I mean, let's face it. The fucking idiot comes to me and says, "Oh, well, I only worked one day this week." You know what I pretty much said? Fuck you, pay me.
Not my problem.
Oh, your house burned down? Fuck you, pay me.
Right. Oh, your car broke down, you couldn't work? Fuck you, pay me. I don't give a shit. I tried to help him and his old lady. Yes, in the beginning it was great because they were doing the show with me. You guys know, none of us make any money, all right? You guys live local, so it's a little easier for you, all right? Tim, you're just outside of walking distance. You're right up the fucking road. I mean, you could throw a rock at with a slingshot and probably tap me in the backyard. Right. They drove from Crystal River. Okay. It was a long haul. You had to get up very early.
It wasn't just down the block.
Right. So we decided to, let them live with us to help them out because they're helping us out.
During the week.
Right, yes. You are going to have to lean a little bit forward, though.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So we decided to help them out. Us deciding to help them out actually turned into them using us to live here for free. And it was quite interesting because, when we didn't have the money to buy food, everybody else was supposed to pitch in. And that was the whole original deal. You help me, I'll help you.
Mm-hmm.
You help me do the show, I'll let you live here.
Scratching my back, I'll scratch yours.
Right. I was the only one. Michelle and I were the only one doing any fucking scratching. The show, as far as the show is concerned, they sucked. Maria wasn't even supposed to be on the show. All right, I hired Tony. Tony came here for an interview, brought her with him. She was sick, so, my old lady's sick, she's just going to sit out in the car. Well, I'm not going to let your old lady sit out in the car. Come lay on the couch, be comfortable. That went on for 3 days. Then all of a sudden, Maria decided that she wanted to be on the show. So, whatever, I said, okay, fine. I need another host. You okay with it?
Need another voice.
What are you trying to do? You can't. So whatever, I had the third person. Everything worked out, except that they didn't do much. Every morning we come in here, we bring up the news, we read off the news website, so on and so forth. I'm sure my listeners have heard me say a million times. So, Tony, Maria, what do you guys got as far as news? Nothing. Well, what have you been doing? You've been sitting back there behind your computer talking to one of your ex-girlfriends that you left your first girlfriend for, that you left for Maria.
It's a web.
Oh, yeah.
With Maria right here.
With Maria sitting right there, right.
Yeah.
Right. Talk about disrespecting your old lady.
Shrimping.
Right, yeah. And then, it was just a long list of shit. And it was just a comment. Listen, if they would have came to me and said, "Well, dude, why are we even paying you rent if you're going to lose the electricity?" It would have been a different story. But to make a comment to my daughter's boyfriend as you walk out the door, wrong thing to do. And if you didn't think that this was going to be the result of your actions, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? You guys know me. You see how I am. I don't fuck around. I don't play games. There's other people that are interested in what we do here and would be more than willing to come on and do it. As you can see, we have Tim to my left now, and we have Yvonne to my right. And Silent
to the right.
Right, and Silent Mish to my direct right now. Cameras will be up a little bit later. You listen to Talk Shit, everyone. Welcome to the show. So just had to get that off my chest and my mind, let everybody know that Tony and Maria are no longer here. I threw them out of my house, and I threw them off the show. And again, if they didn't see it coming, then they are pretty fucking stupid. That is for sure. But, I just, I couldn't even leave them to do the show without me on the show. I would get text messages from listeners, and I won't tell anybody who or mention any names, but I would get text messages on my private cell phone saying, "Lou, you got to get back on the air. The show sucks without you on there. Lou, you got to get back on the air. These two can't handle it." Yeah. So
Captain at the helm wasn't doing his job.
No, Captain's boat sunk long ago, and now he's just.
This time the iceberg was seen.
Yes, exactly. It was fully above water this time. Yep, and it had the name Saint Lucifer.
What is that 12-foot wall we're gonna hit it?
Right? You think we should go somewhere else?
Never mind, you're in this tiny little jet ski, and all you gotta do is make a quick left.
Yeah. Right. First freaking thing that I click on to see this morning, guys, is on yournewswire.com, and it's a picture of a beautiful bud, and it says that we have not even, the healing power of cannabis has barely been tapped. That means we're just still scratching the surface.
Oh, I bet there's many more uses that they can come
Things
up
that
with
we don't even know
that you
about.
don't even know about.
Look at hemp.
Yeah. Look at all the uses for hemp, as we learned from Chris, yeah. The healing power of cannabis, man.
This
No,
plant's
hemp
like, let me show you
hemp
something.
and cannabis are different, bro. Two different plants.
But
Same,
isn't hemp non-smokable
hemp is non-smokable.
or usable for medical purposes? I'm
No.
saying.
No.
They say that hemp has THC in it.
But
It's
it's
just
so
very,
minute.
very-
Hemp
yeah.
is, if there's any medical usages for hemp, I don't know about them. I've yet to hear about any. I know it's
Medical
good for,
wraps.
that's probably about it. The fibers, you know what I'm
To
saying?
make like medical
Casts.
There's not even, there's no use for hemp medically. Cannabis, on the other hand, which is another strand, so to speak, a whole sister plant to hemp, has the high THC and the CBDs. And they're saying that we don't even know half of what it does, all right? I'll start reading into it. It says, we've only discovered a fraction of medical marijuana's potential for treatment. There are now legal medical cannabis programs in 23 states, plus Washington, D.C., with pot fully legal for adults in 2 other states. Ironically, however, the actual healing power of the plant has barely been tapped. Smoking marijuana with THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, or better vaporizing it, using a device to bake the plant, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It has indisputable palliative effects that can be medically useful for pain relief, calming appetite, that can be useful for pain relief, calming, and appetite stimulation. It has already confirmed benefits against glaucoma, epilepsy, and other specific diseases and disorders. So, I mean, it just goes on to read about, all the other usages and how we've still... Usages. Is that even a word? I don't think usages is even a word. But anyway, uses that we haven't even discovered some of the other uses that we have for it. Yeah, right.
She says spell check it. She says glossary.
Spell check
grab it.
You see that little red squiggly line?
Yeah,
That's wrong.
That's what it means. Check it.
The computer says you don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Check this.
Usages.
So I put that up. Yeah. Shit it. I put that up on the Facebook page for everyone to see. Now, I did say we were going to get the cameras on eventually today, didn't I? Eventually, yeah.
That means we have to turn the lights on.
Oh, is that a umbrella right there?
That is.
That is. Yeah.
That's your umbrella.
Just in case.
Oh, just in case. Okay. I looked
Look
down. I'm like,
there.
what the hell is that? Are we ready for the cameras or no?
You tell me.
I don't know.
If you want the cameras on.
I don't care. I was just wondering if are we ready for the cameras?
Oh,
to the Congress.
Start over. I didn't have your mic on. I wasn't sure if you were coming up.
Medical marijuana is now legal in all 50 states thanks to Congress.
Oh.
While Congress was busy stripping away consumer protections and legalizing bank fraud, they managed to slip in a little provision which made many marijuana advocates rejoice. States that have legalized marijuana for medicinal purposes will no longer have to worry about federal raids on their operations. The Obama administration
Go ahead. No, I just...
has made it a part of their policy, although unofficially, to neither indict nor raid dispensaries and growers of medical marijuana. While this is encouraging, it is a tedious hope at best. Just because Obama has not made it a priority to put focus on other issues within the nation does not mean that a future administration can reverse this course and begin to hunt and take the medical marijuana movement. The one thing in the story that I found was crazy is... Where is it?
What'd you find?
Since the war on drugs began back in 1970, the United States has spent more money fighting this than any other world social expenditure. We have created a system of imprisoning more people than all the other nations on the planet combined.
And we're supposed to be the land of the free, not a communist country. That you can expect from a communist country.
Yeah, but if you were in a communist country and they outlawed that, you wouldn't be going to jail.
No,
you'd be dead.
no, you wouldn't. Because if they outlawed it, you wouldn't do it because you're not stupid enough because you know you'd be dead.
Well, no people are going to do it either.
Think about it. If you knew that they were going to come here and chop your fucking head off for smoking weed, would you smoke weed?
No.
No. I mean, no. A little
I
different
would
there.
have to find something else.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, totally.
I think I'd be tiptoeing that line.
Yeah, everybody would be tiptoeing it.
Nah, I would be walking, not tiptoeing. I'd be walking over the line. I mean, over that state line because I would have left. I would have left. I wouldn't stay in a country that.
Yeah, I'd be moving to Amsterdam.
Enough said, man. Done. Deal's done. You know.
Just stay there for 6 months and I'm a legal resident.
Yep.
Yeah, but In Amsterdam, it's not even illegal. You have to go to a smoking bar to smoke marijuana.
Yeah, but
can't just do it on the
but you
street.
can buy, a quarter bag, bring it home, and sit there and smoke it legally.
Yeah, but you can't be buying it on the street.
Why would you want to when you can go into the store and buy it? You know what I'm saying?
And it's better and cheaper.
Dude, you can have it delivered to you.
I would think it would be a lot cheaper on the street than at that point.
You
It
got a guy
is.
with one of those little
but
bags.
it is.
Like out in California
Yeah, right.
with those little pinwheel cookies.
Enough said, man. Yeah.
Bring, bring, bring. What you need?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
The
saying.
ice cream song.
I was just gonna say ice creams.
I got. Let's see. Where is that song again?
Flavored lollipops.
Flavored cannabis flavored lollipops. I
Have
don't
you
know.
ever tried a gummy?
No, we ate like an Andy's candy. You see that over there? I was fucked up.
I ate a gummy the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
It wasn't bad. It was made out of Jello. It had that, I'm
Uh-huh.
a big fan of Jello, but
Yeah,
there was
me
some
neither.
burn
Yeah.
to
Yep.
it.
I hate Jello.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 45 minutes in, I'm sitting there like, oh,
It's not a high, right? It's just a real relaxing body buzz, right?
this is weird.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
I don't know if I should get up and do something.
I tried Reese's.
Well, they were like Reese's, but they were like a big giant,
But they were
huge,
huge, right?
man. Yeah.
And so
Like a Reese's peanut butter, cup,
Oh, okay.
but it was cannabis infused.
Reese is like, hey, we did not.
Wow. Yeah, Reese's is like, not from us, motherfucker.
You got to delete 5 minutes of your show.
Yeah, right.
Copyright.
Enough said. Yeah, how long did it take to hit you?
The Reese's.
Yeah. You can't say Reese's. It's not a Reese's. The peanut butter.
Light
No, it's
peanut
Reese's,
The
butter.
peanut
not
butter-
Reese's.
Yeah.
Reese's.
Yeah, it's not
They
Reese's.
melt quick,
Reese's.
so you literally have to take them out of the ice and put them right in your mouth. And Lou was far away from me, and I go running to him and bite a piece off and like, open your mouth, here you go. And so I had that plus another half. I'd say probably
Oh, yeah.
40 minutes,
Yeah.
not even. And all day, I didn't have to take any of
Yep.
my medication that day. I felt great. I was able to eat. I was functioning. I was not.
I wasn't able to hold the camera up after a while. Not that I wasn't able to. I didn't want to. I was in such a good mood. I was trying to videotape this venue we were at. And after it started coming on, I was just so relaxed. I'm just like setting the camera on the chair in front of me. I'm like, wow, I like this.
And for Miss, you probably got to walk around the venue and actually get to enjoy it.
She did, yeah, she
Because when we
did.
first got
definitely.
there, I said that I wasn't going to take any of my meds that day because if they had any samples of anything, I wanted to try it at least, and I
And see
didn't
what
want to
happens.
mix the two,
Yeah.
which doesn't make a difference because my meds don't even work for me anymore. I think it's just like,
It's just keeping you from getting sick.
yeah. And so I tried that and the vape pen. And the vape pen I will swear on instead of taking any of my pills. And I've been on some strong ones, some aspirin types, and
They don't even matter anymore.
Nah, some of the shit she takes is like knock me down, kick me down. You know what I mean? If I was to
To
take
us,
something,
put us in a coma.
yeah, oh
and
yeah,
I gotta take two.
and she has to take
She's
two.
like,
Yeah,
I'd double it.
yep,
I double it.
it's crazy. And if
Oh,
you
you're over here like foaming at the mouth.
you okay with that? I'm okay.
And then the
I
side
took
effects.
twice what you did, pussy.
I took my medicine. You did what? I took my medicine.
Tongue is swollen 3
Right.
times the amount it really was.
Which that reminds me of what was that movie? The Game Plan.
Game plan.
Yeah, with The Rock in it. Joe Kingman when he eats the cinnamon. He eats the cinnamon.
What'd you call it? What movie? The Game Plan.
The Game Plan. Yeah.
We watched that yesterday.
That was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. I love that movie. It's funny as hell.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Joe Kingman, baby. I'm the man. I'm the king. He's allergic to cinnamon, so he's just all, cinnamon? I'm allergic to cinnamon. It's freaking hilarious, man. His little girl's like, oops, sorry. Does that head shake like, how dare you? Yeah, it was hilarious, man. Definitely. So.
That always gets me when people go out and they have allergies. It's like, look, I need
I
a,
fucking love that. When they
I
go
need
out
a
and they have
pizza,
allergies.
but
I'm allergic to cheese.
onions can't touch it.
Yeah.
Onions cannot touch it.
Pizza doesn't really have onions in it. What are you talking about?
But there's onions.
If you go out to
In what?
if you go to
in
any
sauce?
restaurant, I
In
mean,
some sauces?
No.
if you go to a pizza place, I've worked in many fast food restaurants. I've worked from burger joints to pizza places. Anywhere you go, doesn't matter. It all touches.
Oh, yeah.
You're constantly going so fast
Yep.
that it will touch, and they don't want to waste products, so you always end up,
Pizza
scraping
Hut.
the lettuce back in there.
Well, you work at Papa John's. I don't know how it works, but I know Pizza Hut. When you want a garbage pie and everything pie, all right, they pull the grate out from underneath where they're making the
And they
pies.
just dump the shit right on?
I'm serious.
Yeah, we won't do that.
Because when they do everything, all the toppings and everything, the cheese, everything falls into a bucket. So then they pull that
Yeah,
grate
it's got
out,
its
and they
own-
got it, and there they go. And then they
It's
add
like what is
Yep.
it, like a
The works.
2-foot by 1-foot cookie sheet?
Yeah. Yep, and it's got the grate on it.
Yep.
And they only do, when they do the toppings, they do it over
It's
this
like an
open
ultimate
grate.
pizza,
Right,
yeah.
so if whatever they drop collects down into this thing, and then they use that as the everything pie. I watched the whole thing on how they make it. But you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Well, because to everybody
Michelle's
else,
like, I
it's
am never going to Pizza Hut and ordering an everything
The
pie.
only
Word.
pizza place I ever worked at was Hungry Howie's. And I've watched them make it, and they got no stupid grate underneath.
Well, it was also 15 years ago.
I just watched them make
20
crust
years
pizza
ago.
last week.
I know how Hungry Howie's makes it. I used to work at Hungry Howie's making those pizzas.
I've worked at all kinds of restaurants.
I think it makes sense, though, because when you make an everything pie, you have a layer of this, then a layer of that, then a layer of that, then the cheese. Now, if you have everything combined in that bucket, it's all mixed and it's nice and spread even. There's even a little cheese in there. I'm telling you, I watched the video. I'll pull it up.
Disgusting. No,
It's
I don't
not
wanna see it for
disgusting. They're
breakfast.
making a
Thank you.
fucking pizza. What's disgusting about it? They're making a fucking pizza over a grate. They're putting, the
It never gets
toppings.
touched.
No.
It's literally just falling from the side, like when we
Into
go
a
from
bin,
top
like
and
a
go
bus
like this.
bin, right underneath. You
It's
know, like
not-
your
don't
sandwich
even say
stations?
bus bin.
It's like
That
a
would
bus
be
bin. You
even
know what I'm talking about. I'm
I
making
get
it.
the picture. I
Those-
got
I'm
it.
making it
Those
worse.
bins are probably filthy also. They probably just rinse them out.
No, they're stainless steel pans that are
Rewash.
built into the sandwich station. That
Where the
right?
toppings
It's
are.
they designed it. It's a whole thing they made.
Are they frozen pizzas?
No,
They're made.
I
Yeah.
make that pizza.
You flip the dough and put the sauce in the
They get the
cheese
dough
and
already.
You don't flip
The-
it.
Didn't I tell you that when I piss, it smells awesome? What do you think?
You guys don't
I'm
make
not
the
saying
dough.
you.
You guys get the dough
We get
pre-made.
dough.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying you. I'm
That
just
is the
saying-
only thing we don't do. Little
Right.
Caesars makes their dough, but Little Caesars also pushes their dough into a pan.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get your dough already made in shipment.
They send me dough balls.
Yeah.
Dough balls.
Fresh
Dough balls.
Dough
You said
balls.
balls. Haha.
Dough
I
balls.
dust my balls.
You don't have to move it. You just got to
I
sit a little forward.
Pat my balls.
She rubs them and hugs
I-
them and kisses
like
them and
Disney
calls
on
them
my
George. I
And then
will
I
hug
slap
him and
my
kiss
balls.
him and love him. Yep. You ever seen that
Pet him
with
and love him.
the what is that?
The abominable snowman.
Yeah, the abominable snowman on Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which way did it go?
Yeah, which way?
No,
No, he's
It was.
Patting him.
he's petting
Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck, and he goes, "I will hug him and love him and kiss him, and I will name him
Daffy
George."
Duck's wearing the ears.
Yeah.
Looking like a
He
rabbit.
Right.
thinks he's the bunny,
Yeah, he
Well,
thinks
he
he's the
doesn't
bunny.
think-
Yeah.
and I will call him George.
Right. I at the like that was the one thing I didn't like about some of the pizza places like where you work is the dough comes in and it's made like 3 days prior, put on a refrigerated truck and trucked in.
That shit's all slimy when it comes in.
Yeah.
Our dough is actually very good.
You guys
For it
use the
coming-
cornmeal? Do you spread the cornmeal down in the oven and
It's
everything?
called Dustinator.
Yeah, it's cornmeal.
I love that stuff.
It's
What is it,
cornmeal.
Like a yellow.
You baste it. Like, what's
It-
it
No, underneath so it
As
doesn't
you do
stick,
it,
right?
as the
Oh.
dough goes, it's like a fine white powder.
Yeah.
But as you start doing it, it turns into that
Like a yellow.
that yellowy,
Yeah.
dirty stuff.
So you guys don't put anything down in the oven, like the yellow cornmeal, you don't throw it across the oven?
We slapping dough,
Right.
slapping my
Yeah. slapping the dough.
He's like, that's why
That's
they turn
crazy.
on the camera. No evidence.
Yeah, right? I can't have video evidence of that. What guy? Oh, I saw this video. I like to ride bicycles, but that's fucking nuts.
No,
That's
you
like
can't.
straight down like 400 feet.
No.
Yeah, post that video. This guy's a lunatic. It's this guy riding this extreme mountain bike, but he's going down, well, a mountain.
In extreme.
On a trail about this wide. It goes that way, and it goes that way, and the trail is only about this wide. And then he jumps like 30 feet. Oh, yeah, it's wicked.
So if he goes one way, he's dead.
And if he goes the other way, he's even dead quicker.
He's even deader.
He's even deader.
He's even deader.
Right? So, yeah. But, I don't know. I like making the pizza. It was fun.
I like making the pizza.
I like it to make the pizza.
You know, everybody talks crap about fast food jobs, but I have to admit that it's been by far the best jobs I've ever worked in.
Yeah? No
I've
shit.
been a Sonic car hop.
Yeah.
Nice.
You don't like that?
On the
Oh, I
rollerblades?
love it, yeah.
On the
Yeah.
rollerblades?
I had
Oh,
killer
shit.
legs.
Yeah.
Killer
yeah.
legs.
Were you good with the trays? You know when you
Oh,
were
yeah, I could
rolling up?
spin. I actually got hit by a car once.
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ended up with 3 sprained fingers.
That's gotta suck.
Still working.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Actually,
gotta
for a
suck.
while there, it was really hard because, I mean, it was like this big knob. It looked like a big dildo on my hand because it was all wrapped up.
Yeah.
2 feet long.
It's like,
You
come
couldn't
here,
hold the
baby.
tray.
I sprained my middle finger.
I would've
when
made him
was working
flat
at
in the one
Wendy's,
end.
And we always have to have the food out the window before the car comes. So I'm holding the bag, and this is all you see is my middle finger up. But I'm right-handed. I
Oopsie.
can't, do it this way. So
Here's your food, Bafangu to you, huh?
Bafangur Butana.
Yeah.
My mom used to say that to me.
Oh, yeah?
Bafangulo Butana? I
Yeah.
was like, what?
My mother ain't even Italian. She used to tell us about Bafangu.
I used to ask my grandma. I finally asked my grandma what it meant. And she's like, why? Who says that to you? And I said, my mom. And she's like,
That bitch.
and then I said it to her, and my mom never said it again. I was like,
Nice.
yeah, no. I have figured it out.
Oopsie.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. You guys see what the hell's going on in the news around the fucking world right now?
You see what's going on in New York?
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in New York, huh?
Finally, well, not finally, but people are actually getting killed over this protesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I knew that was going to
surprise.
happen. Yeah, we
Well,
knew that was going to start
cops-
happening.
Cops actually getting killed now, not just
Yeah.
not just people.
I don't doubt it. They're
Well,
pissed.
I've said it.
Brooklyn.
People are going to get tired of this shit, and it's going to start happening. And look, here it
Protests
goes.
never stay peaceful.
Yeah.
Never.
The
I mean,
problem with killing cops is martial law is coming now.
Oh, because of this situation, there's a lot of cops being killed. I mean, not for the situation that happened in New York
Right.
or Ferguson, but I've seen this weekend a lot of cops killed over the
Yeah.
country.
Tarpon Springs,
Tarpon Springs, Miami,
yeah.
2 in Brooklyn, and the 2 in Brooklyn.
Right.
What, honey?
The 2 in Brooklyn weren't doing anything but sitting in their cop car at the time.
Yeah, that was an actual
That
execution
was an
for no
execution,
reason. Yeah, point
walking
blank.
up and popping off a couple of rounds, and the killer.
They found that dude's tweet
yeah,
that he said he was going to go and
they
take
said
somebody
they took,
out.
They
Or,
took
yeah,
one of theirs, so they're
No,
going to
yeah.
take two of them.
yeah. That's a scary deal, man.
But the guy who had done it killed himself afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Did he? I didn't see that.
He went and outed himself about a block away in a subway.
No shit.
Because you're done. I mean, it makes no sense to kill a cop.
Well, he knew he was at his end of his rope. You know, he knew he wanted to kill himself. So why not take someone with him?
Timmy, turn that mic just a
You know,
little.
it's
Bring it
sad
up just a
because
hair.
those cops
There you
didn't
go.
do
Yep.
anything.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Much
know,
better.
there are
They're-
really shitty police officers
Yeah.
out there, but the thing that bothers me is even if that guy is an asshole, eventually karma comes back to bite you in the ass.
Oh yeah.
But to leave a mother and children
Well, didn't
without a provider,
5 kids. One day.
well,
That's
the
sad.
guy that shot the 2 cops, didn't he kill like his girlfriend or something prior?
Yes, he killed his ex-girlfriend.
Right.
In Maryland.
Right. Yeah.
Baltimore,
And then
Maryland.
drove from Baltimore, Maryland, up into the city.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was actually convicted a couple of years ago with carrying a concealed weapon and discharging a firearm back in 2011, I think it was.
And
he was acquitted of
He wants to hang out?
charges, I think it was.
yeah, it's normally a pattern.
yeah, well, I've been saying it for a while. People are going to get tired, but this is not the answer.
A pattern. I was very surprised that it happened in New York and not in Ferguson.
Yeah. This is definitely not the answer. I mean,
And by
if-
pattern, I mean people that normally commit crimes before will. I mean, normally they continue to do it. Heinous crimes, at least, you know.
yeah.
And then there's so many people that are sitting in jail for, bullshit reasons.
Yeah. Enough said. Ain't that the truth?
That's
Just like what Mish said with this war on drug shit. You know what I mean? We've got more people that are
in jail.
considered criminals for a absolutely stupid reason.
I was talking to my dad the other day. I don't know if you guys heard the guy that the huge advocate that pushed in Washington to make the recreational weed not recreational in Washington City or whatever, Washington D.C. He just got caught with weed.
Oopsie.
And then the one in another state.
See, but that's
he got
ridiculous.
caught with coke, but was fighting a war.
Yeah, well,
on
see,
weed.
that right there, I don't know. Mish, what do you feel about that? I mean, isn't that a little hypocritical right there?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if you're sorry about that noise, guys. If you're fighting the war on the war on drugs, because there's a war declared against the war on drugs, you definitely don't want to have any cocaine anywhere near you.
Is cocaine not a drug?
Right, but we're not. It's a cannabis movement. Cocaine is, one of those illicit drugs, I guess.
I'll top that.
He's being a hypocrite.
Right,
He's
that's
using
my
a drug
point.
That's even worse than
That's my
marijuana.
point. Right.
Most doctors are the biggest drug dealers out there.
Oh yeah.
My girlfriend Jess went to the doctor last week, and 3 of the pills that she takes are on Schedule 2 narcotics and Schedule 3. So that's okay, right?
No.
And,
It's not okay.
It's
The
not
doctor
okay
prescribed
because-
it.
Right,
Okay, a doctor
but
prescribed
let me ask you this: the amount that they're prescribing. That's my problem.
It
You know what I'm
depends.
saying?
It depends.
Do you know
It depends.
the amount they prescribe?
260 in a month.
Well, actually, no, they just knocked it down. They were up to, you were getting, 185 for some and 150 for another.
Huh?
I'm loud now.
Oh yeah, you're yeah.
I told you, I got this really deep voice today.
It's not even about the deep voice. It's all right. You were just right here.
Too close.
Yeah.
Some of them, now, they've knocked down to, you're only getting, 135. But still, 135.
But still, you don't need
of
135
an 8
in a month.
milligram Dilaudid is going to knock you on your ass.
Yeah.
Or a 30 milligram oxycodone.
Listen, the
Or
crumbs,
an
when you
80
break one of those off and the crumbs that fall down, that would knock me on my ass.
And, they wonder why all these kids are getting a hold of shit they shouldn't. Because their parents are fucked up dropping shit.
Not even that. People are getting more into their script and then selling what they have left. Not even.
Yeah.
They're selling their whole entire script to make money. They can get $20
Or
a
they're
bill.
Let's say
leaving
I'm
it
the one
accessible to their
that
children.
takes 3 or 4 narcotics. Where do I keep it? I can't keep it in my purse because I can't walk around with 10 bottles every day. I put it on my, dresser in my bedroom, but yet I have kids, so they can get it. Do I put it in a safe?
You know what they say? That's exactly what they'd say. They say hide it somewhere in a safe or something like that. Away from children or kids.
You shouldn't have to if you brought your children up right.
No, and parents are wondering why the hell their kids fucked up off oxycodone, or opiates.
Because they only see you sitting around all fucked up off of
Yeah.
My daughter's
Oxycontin.
shooting heroin at 16. Well, never mind the fact that she's been popping your methadone for the past 3 years, and now that don't work.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I know an 85-year-old woman that gets 90 Percocets a month. What does an 85-year-old woman need 90 Percocets? I don't care what. And it says to take 3 times
she's
a
not
day.
in that much pain.
But she's probably been on it so long that
No.
No, she
No.
don't take it on
Hell
a regular
no.
basis at all.
She-
She only
even if
takes
she-
it when it hurts.
Even if
But
they
every
told,
time-
I know who she's talking about. And even if they told her to take it on a regular basis, she would only take it if she was in extreme pain.
Yep.
Because
that's the type of woman she is.
Fuck does she need 90 for then?
Because the doctors are just
Every
assholes
time
like
she
that.
walks
Right.
in, they
Yep.
just write her new one.
That's 3 a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
A month.
Yes.
Yeah, that just goes to show you the kickbacks. Oh, let's give them 90. We'll report that we gave them 90. We'll get that vacation we've been trying for because we just hit the 90 billion mark of pills that we prescribed or whatever.
I don't know if you guys know anything about how much it costs to go to one pain management appointment.
No.
It's
Oh, yeah.
like 140 a pop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been in those offices, but they
Nah.
see
Yes.
20 to 40 people a day.
With
I have been in
with
pain
insurance or
Some have, some
have insurance.
don't.
Most
Some
are
Yeah.
paying out of pocket. Most are young adults
Who
addicted
don't have
to
insurance.
pills. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and
you
they're
go
honestly
there.
just addicted to this
Yeah.
shit.
You go there, they put you on oxys and methadone, and then you leave there, and let's say one day you decide to smoke a joint. and you go in on your next visit and you piss dirty for marijuana. But it's okay. That's it. It's over.
Gone.
You don't get no more.
Yeah.
And you do not get to go back.
Depending
to
on
any
how
of
well
them.
you know the doctor, they might give you a pass and say, you know what, go get your
First
ass
time.
clean, come back.
First time.
And my answer
Because
to
they
that
want
is
money.
clean from what, dude? These pills? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you're going to
Because
stop
that's the
getting
only thing that I consider that's dirty, nasty shit in my system.
About 9 years ago, 10
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
I went to a pain management clinic.
Was it that long ago already?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were in an accident, and I would lay on my stomach, and he would inject into my back
Cortisone.
cortisone
Yeah, steroids.
and another numbness kind of thing.
Cortisone is a numbing agent.
I thought it was steroids.
No.
And so I don't know what the two things. They would inject my back 3 holes and pump this.
A cortisone shot? Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Not just a shot.
Well, they would do.
This is a
Yeah.
cortisone shot.
They would do cortisone and then an anti-inflammatory, and then what was the other one? I don't even remember.
And then I would be on 3 different. I was on oxycodone.
They were doing this right in her fucking temple, man.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even go in there and watch that.
Yeah, I used to have
couldn't watch
suicide
that.
headaches and TMJ, and they, from my head down my back, I had to sit in a chair. This was 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't allowed to shower on those
Was it
days.
TMJ or TML?
Like,
Too much Lewis.
I haven't found the medication for that yet.
There is no medication. There's one.
The nurse came
Takes
to
a
me
lot
and
of
she
travel.
goes, I got to ask you a question. You smoke pot? I said, yeah. She goes, next time you come here, they're going to drug test you. If you test positive, you will no longer have any of these injections in your back. And at that time, they were talking surgery, and I was only like 29 years old, man. I'm not going surgery for my back and my neck.
So fuck you up for life then at that point.
So I got off of the injections and went strictly on pills. And when you have insurance, you go get oxys. I'll tell you, I paid $12 for my bottle of oxys. For a bottle
Yep.
of 60.
It's crazy.
And on the street, they go a lot more than that.
20,
Something like that, yeah.
30, something.
You pay for that script in 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
And that's what makes
that
people.
script.
That's what people do.
Yeah.
And then they're halfway through the month, and when they really need it, then they go look for it.
Right.
So it's like a vicious circle.
Yeah. You notice that? You sell
I
half
know
your script,
so many people.
and then at the end of the month, you're sweating, and yeah.
And you need them.
So I used
So-
to not lately, but after they busted all the pill mills, I don't really know that many people. People either left or they find it on the street like they used to.
Yeah, we had.
I ain't like that. Like, I ain't going to spend my last dollar on a bag because I know once I smoke
Uh-huh.
that bag, I'm going to be hungry.
Yeah.
Now I need that dollar for a cheeseburger.
We
You know? That's my vicious
we
cycle.
we knew somebody who used to travel down from up north, first of the month or whenever it was, to come get his script, go to his little pill mill, get his script, and then haul ass back up. You know, he'd sell a bunch while he was down here, and then he'd haul ass back up north. That ended along with his marriage when he was at a titty bar one day down here. His wife was waiting for him at home, and he came down here to get his prescription. You remember? You know who I'm talking about. And I guess he was in the titty bar getting a dance, talking all this shit to the girl, how much he loves her and wants to fuck her and this, and he'll lick this and do that, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, he didn't realize that his phone butt dialed his wife, and she was listening to the whole conversation.
Nice.
Then she calls us, and that night we just
Hysterical.
so happened to be going. We were on the motorcycle,
Yep.
and we stopped to go to Denny's at like 2:00 in the morning after we left the bar.
I'm like, babe, I got this
And he's
frantic
like,
message
Here
here.
you go. You answer the phone. You talk to her. I'm like, we
Yeah.
haven't been with him the whole time. Yeah, he stayed at our house the night before, but today he was supposed to go get his stuff and leave.
Yeah, he was up and
Now,
gone.
Yvonne, you might remember, but I know you just moved here, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably about 4 years ago, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years
For
ago.
what?
All of a sudden, you would have lines out the pill mill, and the cops would just show up, and everybody in line, they didn't give a fuck what state you were in, where you were from, everyone in line and everyone in the clinic got arrested. Do you remember that?
They were raiding shit.
And
now.
just raided.
Yeah, bad.
So,
Now, these people who are going to these mills, do they have prescriptions?
yes.
The way it works is you can walk into one of these pill mills, quote unquote, all right, and see the physician for $180, right? Yeah,
About
something like that.
200. Most places are
$200.
$200.
Pocketing
Well, here,
Right.
in all fairness, like Mish said, though, that was when they were raiding them.
Right.
It is different now.
Now it's
Completely,
different, but I'm
yeah.
talking about back
Because
then.
it's more regulated.
Right, I'm talking
yeah.
because of the situation got out of hand. I'm talking about back then.
You
What
pay-
you would do
well,
is
yeah,
you'd
you
go
pay
in, you'd pay the
$200,
fee. He would,
yeah.
you'd tell him what's wrong with you. He would look at you, say, "Yup, okay, that's wrong with you. You need
your
this, this,
records
this, and this." Right. You need blues, you need reds, you need greens, you need pinks, you need yellows, you need zinger bangers, slippy whippies.
No MRI needed.
Nothing.
They're just coming in and
Nothing.
saying, "Oh, you're back.
Here's
Oh,
my
fuck,
license.
Here's
some
my money.
Let me go.
Thank you
go.
very
Yeah.
much.
Let me get my
Right.
script.
Now, it just so happens that when you walk out of the doctor's office, there was a pharmacy that was right next door that was owned by that
Okay, now-
So
doctor.
convenient.
Yes.
Huh?
What do you need?
Yes.
Can I help you?
How can I maybe help you? What kind of drugs can I poison you with? So, yeah, I mean, it was a vicious cycle, and that's when the cops started coming in and raiding them because, I mean, it was out of hand.
At that point, people who were hopping doctors every other day, going to this doctor to get a script, this doctor to get a script, they stopped doing that.
They stopped because that was going on a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
you
called
could go to
doc
the
hopping, right?
regulations.
Doc hopping.
Mish
Doc
knows
hopping.
something about that.
Now, me being ignorant to the whole thing, first time I ever heard dock hopping, I thought people were going from one dock,
To the next.
boat dock.
Oh,
It didn't sink
It
in
didn't
at
click
first.
that you were going
It was the crickets all the way. Yeah, if I had the
position to
yeah,
position,
Right.
So you kind of
scripts,
think
yeah.
like my flamboyant boss does.
I had no idea in the beginning
Like
until
that,
we
I
drove by one day, and she goes, "Look, Lucy, that line, that's a pill mill, the one on Mariner. Remember?"
Yeah.
I looked and I'm like, "Oh
All the way
my
out to the
God!"
street.
What was it? Not even a week
No.
later, we drove by,
They
and
were-
the cops were there. The place was
they
roped
had
off.
it on TV.
Was it? Oh, it was the
Yes,
same
and
place though. Yeah.
My
Yep.
girlfriend tells me, "Oh, don't worry about it. I know the doctor, and my mother works there. So why don't you go ahead and come with me?"
Woo!
So I'm like, no, I don't need, I have
Yeah.
insurance, I have a good job. The pills that I'm on right now are not as toxic as they used to be, so I'm
Or
good.
as they are now.
Well, this is very good. So, her mother goes there. Her sister goes there, and she's standing, she's ready to go in, and another girl comes up to her and starts talking to her, "Yo, can I buy your script? Can I buy your script?"
Oh, I remember what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the girl that comes up to the other girl, they have known each other for years and years and years. She's wired. The cops are 5 cars over.
Oh yeah.
So the girl says to her, "Fuck you,
Wait.
man, I ain't giving you my script. I ain't selling you not even one."
Yep.
"Oh, come on, we've been friends
She's
for
like going
years."
down the line. Everybody she knew.
Kept going. The girl I know ended up leaving, and she saw the cops sitting there listening to everything they were saying. So, I mean, they'll turn on each other in a heartbeat.
Because this person probably got caught with X amount of pills, and they made a deal with the cops to get someone else and trap them.
Yep.
I'll top that one. We had our next door neighbor talk about stupid.
Oh my
Let me
God.
tell
Here
you,
you go.
He
This one's
broke his
good.
toe. Went to the hospital. They gave him 10 Percocets. Script. Right
10.
out,
That's it.
Percocets.
That's all you need. That's all
Yeah.
you need. They knew he was a junkie to begin with.
He goes to the, he comes home.
This is funny.
He makes a copy.
Of the script?
Wait, gets better.
Changes it to like 40. Or whatever.
Whatever he put down, right?
He don't have a driver's license, so his girl drives him up to the CVS over here on Four Corners, and she sits in the car. He goes in, he hands the script. It'll be just a few minutes, sir. Have a seat. Whatever. Because it's got his name on it, so it's all good. He's sitting there waiting. All of a sudden, they call him up and say, "Hey, your script's ready." I think his name was Billy or whatever.
Bobby.
Bobby, your script's ready. As soon as he walks up to the counter at the pharmacy,
Two
the police
cops come
are right
from around.
behind
Yep.
him, arrest him right then and there. Because they knew, when
Yep.
Stupid.
He-
So now
he
the
was a
girl's sitting
dumbass.
outside And they they hit her car like, hey, you can't leave. You're with him. And she's like, I don't know what to do. She comes over. She's like, can you give me bail money? I'm like, get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
even
what we were
talk to
saying.
me,
Yeah.
man.
Well, we were telling her to go back to wherever she was from,
Kentucky or
Kentucky or Pennsylvania.
Go back to fucking your
Just
state.
leave. Go.
Yeah,
Trust
just
me.
leave the state.
Yeah. Get as far away from this dude.
She met him in a bar up there, and they moved back to Florida. Like, whatever.
Yeah, it was like a Tony and Maria situation where they met online, didn't know each other,
They did not have online. Those poor ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, I said it was like the Tony and Maria situation. Good morning, old wise man. Welcome to the show. How are you this morning, sir? Yeah, he's made it to the show. I said it was like a Tony and Maria situation.
Like.
They met on some dating site. Was it a dating site or on Facebook?
I don't know.
3 weeks later, they were in love and living together, and she drove all the way down from Pennsylvania to be with Tony. Boy, did she not realize what she was getting into, I'm sure.
With Tony or the guy, Bobby?
Shut up.
No, Maria and Tony. That's how they did their whole thing, yeah.
Did you guys hear that 7 people got hit by lightning after the Bucks game in Tampa?
Really?
Yeah, 7 people.
Did they die?
No, they're messed up. They're in the hospital.
That's fucked up. That's okay. I got one. North Korea now claims the U.S. government made the interview.
That's a fucking conspiracy.
Yep.
With James Franco.
Yes, it was all produced by the U.S. government. How they want.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
They are not going to show it on Christmas Day because somebody.
I think that's
to blow
bullshit,
them
dude.
up. And Obama got on the TV Friday and said,
"What's he going to do? Sign an executive order?"
No. What he said was they should have talked to him first because there's no reason for them not to show it.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean, what's he going to do? Sign an executive order for them to show it?
No, he's on vacation.
Yeah, he don't sign nothing when he's on vacation.
We went to Raymond James Stadium.
We did to see
his concert.
No,
Is that where the Bucks
no,
play?
no. We were at the fairgrounds for the Kiss concert. We went and seen Billy Joel and Elton John at the original Raymond James Stadium. We've never been in the new one yet.
Elton John got married this weekend.
Really?
Him and his husband
David Furnish.
They've been together 20, 30 years, something like that?
12.
12 years? I knew it was
12 years.
some
Didn't
number
they
like that.
adopt a kid, too?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They have 2 children together.
What do you feel? What do you think about that? I mean, and I don't want to be anti-gayism or anything like that, because really I don't give a shit what you do.
Yeah.
But what do you think about 2 gay men adopting a boy?
I think it's perfectly okay.
You think so? I don't know.
Why? What are you thinking about?
I don't
them
know,
being
dude.
gay, possibly.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Listen, if you
I'm
love
not
a
sure.
child, you know...
No,
There's a difference between
I know
loving
what
a
you're
child
saying.
and loving a child.
Yes, I know what you're saying. I'm
Yeah,
just...
but what is that? They're not... Just because they're gay doesn't mean they're pedophiles.
I guess that's, that's really what I mean.
I
mean,
can
I've always
understand
had that
Lou's thing. Like, if a kid
skepticism.
is raised around 2 male men, is he more prone to become gay? I personally don't think so.
And
You don't think so? No?
Has and correct me
Go
if
ahead.
I'm wrong. You have absolutely no problem with the girls that we know
No,
that have children together.
No, I do.
Well,
I do. I don't think... I think it's very confusing to the child not to have a mother and a father, to have a mother who is actually the other father.
Kids are
or to have
smarter
a
these
father
days
who
than they
is actually the other mother. I just...
See, I don't
have a problem with it. I don't give a shit.
I don't think it needs to be a mother and a father. I think it needs to be 2 people that care about a child.
It can even be one person. I was raised
Yeah,
by a
of
single mother,
course.
you know, so it's
But
like...
it is way... The only thing I have against that, because, I mean, I bounced from my mom to my dad, so it was kind of like a single parent thing going on both sides.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see against that is you always, when something's going wrong with that parent, it's always nice to have that other parent to go to for the advice on it.
Yeah, no, I agree on
Who's
that.
to say that they don't have that same situation over there? One will give advice and...
They do. One's strict, one's softy.
Well, whoa, hello. Okay, so now, turning it down some. I don't know. I guess in my experience with homosexuals, I just,
Ooh, you have experience with homosexuals?
I do. I definitely do, because the two that we know, one was a dirty, filthy, just, I can picture him being a pedophile type.
Fucking gutter snipe.
Right, yeah, and the other one was a Stanley and Iris.
Oh, they would not have children though. They knew they were freaky deaky, and that
Right,
was their
right.
life.
I don't
They
know,
wouldn't
I just-
have children.
So then they kept the children out of it
Their,
because
their real names are Stanley and Richard, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we called them Stanley and Iris, because Richard was like, I mean, he was the
man.
female. No,
Oh.
Stanley was the man, but he was just as feminine as Richard was. We called him Stanley. They were cool with it, though. But Stanley was just I mean, he would pull up to somebody and say, hey, I'll give you $20 if you let me suck your dick. He was just a dirty cocksucker. I mean, that's all I can... And he'd admit it to
You
you.
come in contact with those.
But I guess that's the
They're
stereotype that I'm like, well, what if, I don't know. I guess it's...
I always wondered how they figured out who was the pitcher and who was the catcher, unless they switched.
Oh, now you're getting out of hand.
I did that. Like, do these go up your ass tonight or mine?
Do they flip a coin? No, we won't even...
Rock, paper, scissors.
I honestly don't even want to know how
That's a
that
good
decision is
game.
made.
I don't understand.
I
Can I
don't-
be there with the camera?
No, I don't want to even have to edit that footage.
I'll do it all.
I almost got an editing job with a porn company to where they did gay porn, they did regular
And you
porn.
couldn't sit there and watch that shit.
I could after a while, but I mean, I'm sure the first 9 months of it would be really hard to do, and I say 9 months because it's just a really long time to have to sit there. I don't know.
Sitting there,
I don't
touch
know.
me.
I
Don't
thought,
even look
yeah,
at me.
and the guy who owned the company was like, dude, why you guys sit so close? You know what I'm saying? During my interview, you know what I mean? He's showing me why don't you edit some more than just gay dudes, bro? Why you got to show me the
Because
gay
they
shit?
probably showed
Guys
you
sitting
that
in the lab.
because that's like, see if you can handle that. If you
Yeah.
can handle that, then
I could. Don't get me wrong. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Thank you, man.
That was part
Not,
of the- part of the
yeah.
interview
I wouldn't have.
process.
I wouldn't have said it was a problem. Let me just put it that way. But yeah, it was.
Hey, whatever you like.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know. I'm probably the weirdest one in my family.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm not. There's no probably about it. I'm the most fucked up one of my
Oh,
family.
yeah. I make my dad go,
Did he just? What? Did she? What? Huh?
you're the baby?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
You know what's funny in my family?
I'm
Sometimes.
the youngest one, and I scare him. the
youngest
Yeah.
out of how many?
most out of 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, forget it. She
And I'm
can't
a
do.
girl.
She can't do no wrong.
My dad has 2 oldest sons. One's 30-something, and one's going on 30. And I'm 24. I'm the youngest one, and
You're the
scare
baby.
shit
And the
out of
oldest
me.
is how old?
You're 4 years older than my oldest.
34.
So 10 years between you and the oldest.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's almost 7 years between Felicia and Ann.
Yeah.
Me and my sister were 2 years apart. And we got along, pretty good. No really big problems. We were really, took each other everywhere, whatever the case may be, but
You sleeping over there, Tim?
No, the
It's
pick.
gotta be that
Camera
chair.
1, camera 2.
Yeah,
One,
I might have to remove that chair from back there. You look a little too comfortable, buddy. I'm gonna have to
I'm
put a
Tony.
tall
I'm
crate.
Tony right now.
Yeah, no. If you were Tony, we wouldn't
la, la,
hear
la,
anything coming over from there. Babe, what?
Tony.
Stop.
Nothing.
That's funny. Fuck the police. He takes the tire off with the lock on it, puts it and sits it next to the pole, puts a spare on, and drives off.
He said, I had spare.
Yeah, I has spare. Obviously, he gets the
The boot.
boot. Yeah, the new boot you can't because it covers your hub.
I thought the old boot was the easiest thing to get off because all you gotta have is a ratchet.
A ratchet.
A ratchet.
Do
Yeah.
you know that that's what girls call each other these days?
Ratchets,
You told me about that.
Ratchet.
cereal.
Why? What's the pun on that?
I don't know.
A tool?
Yvonne, do you know?
I have heard the term. I do not understand it. I thought it was a tool.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
So
too.
did I.
But honestly, I don't think it's girls calling girls that. I think it's that's what you call a dirty bitch. She's ratchet.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too.
I guess because maybe you use the tool so much, it gets kind of dirty and rusty and old. So,
Does it have something to do with the clicking noise that it makes? I'm not sure of that. Right? I don't
Did
get
you rat?
how that. Right? I'm not sure.
Did you ratchet?
My little chipmunk there.
Love that little chipmunk.
Yeah. Yeah, I found a bunch of new ones, like the Dastardly and Muttley thing. I thought that was hilarious. Stop, catch the pigeon, catch the pigeon, catch that pigeon now.
We need to get that. Mine.
Yeah. Mine. That is hilarious. For anybody who's ever seen the Little Mermaid, right? Or Nemo.
Nemo.
Yeah.
The Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. The pigeons in Finding Nemo. Oh my God. They just mine. Oh, the seagulls. That's right. Yeah. Police departments react to shooting death.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of things are going on. Christie weighs in on Cuba move. What do you guys think about what's going on down there with Cuba? Starting to do some fair trading and possibly letting the tourists go down there and so on and so forth?
Them releasing some of the captive prisoners?
Yeah. No, I mean the whole being able to go down there and do commerce with Cuba now. What do you guys think about it?
I think it's been a long time coming, actually.
I think it was definitely needed. They're so close to us.
They're 90 miles off Key West.
Yep.
And we haven't been doing business with them because of, was it Castro?
Yeah, because of the embargo.
Yeah, the embargo that we had.
Cuban Missile Crisis is what started it all. Yeah. Yep. So, now, I guess that's his nephew or his son that's in power now, Fidel's nephew or son or some shit like that. He's saying that, yes, this will be a great thing, and you know, opening the borders and changing Cuba. It doesn't change the fact that we are a communist state.
Yeah, they're
and are going to remain to be a communist state.
We're letting you know you can come here.
Yeah.
But don't fuck with us.
Right.
We'll fuck you up.
I think the chances of it ever being an American nation, you know, American soil, will never happen unless.
Now, don't we have Cuban quarters?
Oh yeah.
That's what dumbfounds
That's
me. You want to consider them a part of our United States, but they're communist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't support terrorism, but we support the fact that you don't give anybody their fucking rights.
Right.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Good job, America.
Well, you know, being such a small island and everything, I think it would be to their benefit to become, you know, part of a larger nation. Am I saying being part of an American nation? No, America's so fucked up right now that nobody wants to be a part of this place.
Yeah, but trading would definitely build their economy.
Right, absolutely.
A lot.
Because let's face it, you know, being a communist
He's like, we don't need your
regime-
stinking help. We just want your money.
Right, we just want the money, not your help.
It's like the Mexicans. They're like,
Yeah.
our
We
weed
just want to
sucks.
take your money and sell you drugs, man.
Now we're going to take your weed.
Yes.
And then we come back in a
'Cause
month.
it's-
We sell you back your weed.
It's better than ours. Yeah, right? That's what they're going to do, stockpiling it.
When
got
you
shot
dry,
in
we come
Brooksville
back.
last night.
Somebody got shot in Brooksville last night?
11:30 last night.
Really?
Yeah. They don't know anything about it yet.
Hmm.
Just that they took her to the hospital. Somebody called 911.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
I
she
don't know
was
if you
female.
guys heard. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard the big booms every once in a while.
Yeah, that's them off the coast.
That's the military doing
Good.
exercises.
Yeah.
And you can hear it all the way from Hillsboro to Citrus.
Yeah.
But they're doing it now 3 weeks in a row. It kind of makes you wonder,
What they're doing. you
What
mean?
they're doing out there? Yeah.
what kind of exercises are you doing?
They're pretty far off the coast also to be hearing those booms. What,
Quite
100,
some
150?
distance. Yeah.
150
Quite some
miles
distance.
about?
150 miles out into the Gulf of Mexico, yeah.
Big bottom.
Yeah, it definitely makes you think, well, what kind of weapons are you guys testing out there? You know?
Maybe they're doing the laser tests. I know that's in the Persian.
I don't know, but those are explosions. Those are big shells, big guns that you hear. Big guns.
True.
Maybe they're just saying their tests and they're getting ready to invade Mexico.
I doubt it.
Imagine that shit. Giant landing force just comes out of the Gulf lands on the shores of Mexico. So families of Eric Gardner and Michael Brown denounce killing of NYPD. While the shooter possibly sought revenge for the deaths of Gardner and Brown, the families of the two men strongly condemn the attack and and offered their condolences. They don't want the violence, which
Nope, they've said it a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, originally the mother and father of Brown said a few things that people took out of consideration, but the
Out of
uncle
context,
stopped
yeah.
up, and the uncle popped up and said, "Hey, they're human. Hopefully nobody has to imagine what they would say if they would lose a child." You know what
I would never have. I don't ever want to have to go through that, ever.
No one wants to go through that. But with them saying that they denounce the killings of the police officers, deep down inside, not saying that they're relieved, but they probably have a little remorse for the police department, whether it's New York or Ferguson.
I don't think that they ever wanted things to get to where they are because, I mean, as much as a dumb fuck as the father is to say some of the things, Michael Brandt's dad, to say some of the things that he said, deep down inside, like you said, he doesn't want to see more people dying, I mean, it's just the mob mentality. It just goes to show what type of animals these people are.
They've seen what kind of animals they are in Ferguson with the protests and the looting and the violence.
Yep.
The violence in just protests.
Right. Free America, huh? Yeah, well, I don't think we should be a free America anymore because too many people take advantage of those freedoms. And then we have killings in the street. Next thing you know, people, and I hope a lot of people stop to think about this. If this continues to escalate, the president will declare martial law. We will not be a democracy anymore. It will be a dictatorship.
How far do you think it'll get, have to get to martial law?
I think one or two more incidences.
Yeah? That close.
Yeah. And he's just going to say, whoa, okay, you got a curfew here. You got a curfew. If the president declares martial law nationwide, okay, there's no more elections. They cease to end. That could go on for 10 years. The only way to get him out of the seat at that point, once he declares martial law, is through civil war. Mm-hmm. I don't want civil war. I don't want a fight that's out in front of my house, because that's what it comes to, all right? Because he's going to use our local law enforcement against us.
I was going to say, you think it's going to be federal or...
It'll be our local law enforcement involved first. Once they realize that they're outnumbered and outgunned, that's when the Army National Guard will come in. Once the Army National Guard realizes that we, the people, will not stand for this, that's when they'll call in the big dogs.
The National Guard, they're weekend warriors. They're not trained like the Army or the Marines.
You have the weekend warriors, and then you have the active enlisted National Guardsmen.
Who are...
toy soldiers. They're still toy soldiers.
Yeah.
They're still trained in the same fashion that the military is trained. They still follow their orders. Yes.
But after their duty is done in the National Guard, they still go back to their 9 to 5.
If martial law is declared, they don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. That's their job.
That's their job.
They get called to service. Yes.
They are trained to do what they're trained to do. They go about after they're trained. Sorry. I'm either yelling at you or too far.
Yeah.
They're trained in their training, and once they're done with that, they go to their 9 to 5 job.
That's it. Yeah.
Once martial
but they're
law
still trained. They're they go on active duty. Yeah. They go on active duty.
Why are you quitting? None of your business. Shut up.
It is. It's time to take a break, guys. We're gonna have a few commercials come up, play a little music, and I'm gonna refresh my cup of coffee as well, and then we'll be right back. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio on 12/22/2014, and we're here with Maria. Yeah, right.
Where?
We're here. Yeah, right. Maria and Tony are no longer with the show. Just to say that again. We're here with Yvonne, Tim, and Silent Mish, who is no longer silent.
She's no longer silent, man.
Silent Mish is
very talkative.
Absolutely, and I love it because she does a lot of research and brings up some really good points.
Yeah, she has very good topics.
All right, guys, Talk Shit Radio. We'll be right back.
If you're diabetic, this message could change your life. Is your blood sugar out of control even when you do all the right stuff? Are you afraid of diabetic blindness and the risk of amputation, as well as all those other side effects? Well, you should be. Is there anything that could help manage your blood sugar? Nobetes is a natural supplement that may quickly and dramatically lower your blood sugar.
My name is Bob Corder. I've been using Nobetes for about 3.5 to 4 months now. And in the first 3 months, I've actually lowered my blood sugars from 500s down to 139, and then it dropped to 88 to 293.
My name is Kirsten. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and while taking Nobides, my blood sugar levels dropped from 295 to 115 in just one day.
The FDA hasn't evaluated these statements, and Nobides isn't intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But for many, it's helped drop their blood sugar. So if you've been evaluated with high blood sugar, don't delay. Evaluate Nobides now. Call 800-476-8044 and get 2 bottles free. Just cover shipping and handling. Call 800-476-8044. That's 800-476-8044.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-509-1453. That's 1-800-509-1453. Again, 1-800-509-1453. Call now.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Yeah. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
Welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. So, a funny thing just happened, as I knew it would. Tony decided to come into the chat room.
Chiming in
as his little retarded little hand puppet that he made. He made this stupid little hand puppet. He called it Mimi or whatever, and he sat there for like 15 minutes talking to himself on a camera. Yeah. It's the most retarded thing I've ever seen. He was so proud of it, too. He was breaking his arm, patting himself on the back about it. Call me when you've produced something that's real, buddy. Okay? So anyway, he tried chiming in and saying, oh, somebody's got to listen to the show. Well, guess what? It ain't going to be you. Because I blocked him. So now he can't even see the show. Next will be, off the Facebook page and everything. So I don't even have to deal with his sorry ass anymore. You are out. You got kicked out because you didn't pay rent because you're a deadbeat. You were a deadbeat to your first wife. You're a deadbeat to your kids. You're a deadbeat to the girl that you left it wasn't even his first wife. It was just a girlfriend that he had kids with. You left her for some other chick, and then you left her for the one you're with now. How long does she think it's going to be before you one-up her? Because that's what you're about. You're a user. You use people. That's what you did here. You used us. You had an opportunity. We tried to help you out, but you're a deadbeat. You make comments, why do you even pay rent? You pay rent so you don't end up getting kicked out of everywhere you go, you dirtbag.
That's just the tip.
Yeah.
You can take that to the bank.
He mistaked kindness for weakness.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if he has anything else left to say about it, you know where I live, dude. Come tell me what you got to say. And I'll reply very politely as well. So, yeah, he got no bottom teeth. I'll knock the fake ones he's got up top out. Make him swallow those. Yeah, so, I thought it was funny. It was just a matter of time before they chimed in. I was ready for him. He's probably over there trying to figure out how to make another
account to chat.
Right.
To get back on.
Right, but he doesn't realize that I can read his mannerisms, tones, things like that. I mean, I knew it was
sarcasm even.
Yeah, I knew it was my sister in the fucking chat room. I haven't talked to my sister in years. I just know the way people are. Anyway, so yeah, we're back, Talk Shit Radio. I was going to play another song, but I had to come back and...
We were having too much fun.
Yeah, I had to come back and let everybody know what a douchebag this guy is. And hopefully, like I said, if Maria is listening, wake up, smell the coffee as soon as you can. Go back to your family. You're way better off. Trust me.
Back to Lancaster.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you like living on people's couches and living the way you're living, then whatever.
Some people do.
I guess.
Like that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like living the way we're living right now. Being broke.
Comfort or security
in
that.
Yeah.
See, I never liked that. I always liked
having your own shit.
Yeah, and when things are going the way, I work my ass off, and I'm still, like, scrimping by. And Tony, or... See,
wow. Wow.
We've been talking about Tony for, like, the past 10
minutes.
That
was insulting.
Tell me how you really feel.
You know how it feels, Lou.
Yeah, I know.
I bust my ass. I'll do anything to make $1, so,
I used to not be like that. I used to be a work snob. I am not bashful, man. I will go out and do whatever it takes now. That's for sure. That is for sure. You want me to be a fucking a male prostitute? Point me in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? They make good money, dude. I don't give a fuck.
So Mitch is like, I don't know.
I don't know about a gay male prostitute. Yeah. Oh, anyway, so here we are, Monday morning, Talk Shit Radio. And, again, I'll just announce it real quick. Tony and Maria have been thrown off the show for lack of participation, lack of interest, lack of integrity. So, for any of their fans, they're not here no more. So, good morning, John. How are you, sir? We just had a nice little interaction with Tony coming in and trying to talk some shit. And he's gone. So, where were we news-wise? I did see this dramatic footage shows NYPD searching subway station for Brooklyn shooting suspect. Then I see over here, you had it up earlier that they caught him, didn't they? They got
They caught him. They discovered the body.
They found him. That's right. He killed himself in like a subway or yeah.
Now,
they caught his ass.
It says that he used a silver nickel-plated handgun with a wooden grip on it. I still yet to see the handgun. I would like to see what he actually used at point-blank range at those two cops.
Yeah, I'll guarantee what happened. A couple transit cops caught up with him, shot him, planted a throwaway, and said, "Yep, found him this way."
You'd be surprised.
Retribution for killing a cop. I don't doubt it.
See, I dislike cops to an extent.
Not
but
enough to kill him.
But not enough to
Yeah.
kill him, yeah. But I look at it as, it's a bad thing to say, but you're in the line of duty for that to happen. I mean, I hate to say, but you're on the front lines. You should expect not getting assassinated right off the bat, point blank range by some deranged shooter. But when you sign up for the job, you're not going in without any fears.
Not to interrupt you. He just chimed in again. Why do I keep saying what, John? Saying bye, Tony? Because Tony keeps creating new profiles and coming into the chat.
I missed it, and you said wow to it.
Yeah, now it was like Sam I Am or some bullshit like that.
Sam
so
I Am you.
Yeah.
Go eat some green eggs and ham.
Yeah, it should be more like Deadbeat I Am, user. Yeah.
No rent, I pay you.
Right, yeah, deadbeat who don't pay rent when he's supposed to, things like that nature. It's pretty funny because, I mean, I know when it's a real person because 80%, 90% of the people that join us through Facebook, profile pictures, everything.
Picture, yes.
Right.
We'll have an
so,
avatar
I mean...
of some sort.
I mean, listen, I'll end it real quick. I know what schedule he works. I'll just go pay him a visit at the dock. We'll see how he likes that. He's not going to like it. He's definitely not going to like it.
He's not very nice what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? He's one of those telephone tough guys. You know what I mean? He'll talk all this shit he wants from, 60 miles away up in Crystal River or the swamp, wherever you want to call it. He'll talk all that shit, but you put him in my face, he ain't going to say nothing. He'll go, like he does here on the show. Well, okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But now he has to come from Crystal River to go to the dock, right?
Yeah.
It sucks for you, Maria.
Him. Yep. Sucks for him. Oh, yeah, that's true, because then Maria's got to drive him all the way down there. And the first time I see the car sitting there, empty, Tony don't have a license. He don't have a driver's license. Because of child support, because he's a deadbeat dad. Yeah.
I got one of those.
Yeah, well, I think most single women here in Florida have deadbeat dads somewhere. You know what I mean?
Mine's in Ohio being a piece of shit.
Yeah, well,
I don't have kids, so I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't got kids,
like,
I ain't having kids.
Nothing to worry
about.
Thundercats ho.
Yeah, right. Thundercats ho.
Thundercats, the old cartoon you're talking about?
That was actually my code word for when I was going into labor. If you got a text that said Thundercats ho, that meant get your ass to the hospital. The baby was on the way.
That's funny. John, you might remember this. I found in the system this audio, so let's see if John recognizes it. I love this. Are you kidding me? It's hilarious. John, you should know this right off the bat, bro. This is like our childhood.
Muttley, you snickering, floppy-eared hound. When courage is needed, you're never around. Those medals you wear on your walking chest should be there for bungling at which you are best. So stop the pigeon, 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 stop the pigeon. Ow! Damn him,
He's running around going, catch the shrimpies, catch the shrimpies, catch them shrimpies.
You silly, stop sneaking. It's not worth a chance.
What a pathetic soul. Yeah, wah, wah, wah. And you know he's all bothered and pissed off about it because he keeps chiming back in. Like right now, being that I just blocked that other thing that he made, he's back on there making a new one.
Well, you got to think he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, yeah.
Wondering what to do.
He's usually sitting right there in front of the computer where you're sitting doing absolutely nothing.
I took your spot.
Yeah, by the way. By the way.
Took your chair.
Yeah, just for information.
You took my chair.
Well, I'll let the cat out of the bag. You took Tony's spot before he even got thrown out of the house. I don't think he realized that either. That was the whole reason. The whole reason you guys were brought in was to replace them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craigslist.
Enough said, right?
He says, wow.
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 Wow. Yeah, he's getting desperate because give it a few minutes. He'll be back in the chat with some other stupid freaking creation that
An
he.
officer hit a motorcycle rider.
An officer hit a motorcycle rider at where?
A police officer struck a scooter-style motorcycle, critically injuring the rider. The Florida Highway Patrol says 27-year-old officer Silvio Patello was driving his marked patrol car early Sunday when the front of the vehicle hit the back of the motorcycle. The Daytona Beach News Journal reports 39-year-old Andrew McLeavin was thrown off the motorcycle. He was not wearing a helmet and was taken to the Daytona Beach Hospital in critical condition.
Wow.
Nice. That's not good.
I'm not nice.
I say nice to everything.
I know.
That's bad. That's better bad.
So John just questioned, so Tony is fired. I put gone, out of here, axed.
Fried. Not fired.
Fired is an understatement.
Yeah, more like thrown out of my house, thrown off the show.
He kind of quit. I like that one better. He quit.
He quit, right.
Only quitters quit.
Right. He quit.
I'm not a quitter.
I'm not a
Right.
quitter.
I'm not a quitter.
Not quitting smoking pot.
Quitters for losers.
How dare you?
That's for quitters.
So I used to tell my parents, you need to quit doing that. Only quitters quit.
Right? Enough said. Only quitters would quit smoking weed. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
You know what? Smack yourself for being so stupid.
Yeah.
There was a man in Maine who killed his girlfriend and 2 children.
Oh, that's always nice.
Bodies were found in a mobile home that they shared. 27-year-old Keith Coleman of Garland, Maine, has been charged with 3 counts of murder.
What an asshole.
What an ass.
What an ass.
What the fuck did you do that for?
He's an asshole.
Killed 36-year-old.
I thought you were going to say 37 people. I was like, well, yeah, he's definitely an asshole.
He's a dick.
37-year-old
What's your name,
girl.
Richard?
Ricky.
Good old Ricky.
36-year-old Christina Sargent and her 8 and 10-year-old kids, Dwayne and Destiny, discovered Saturday night.
See, that's a douchebag they should go find and shoot.
They should put him on one of those islands.
Is the death penalty up in Maine? Do they have the death penalty?
I don't know. Does Maine have the death penalty? Let's Google that.
You know they'll be getting killed.
Yeah.
Be getting that injection.
Enough said. Check this out. I got one that comes straight out of Kenya. All right.
Ooh.
The women in Kenya, there's actually, let's see, there was
abolished
3 women or something like that, or 6, or I'm not sure. There was only a few people. I think there's 6 women that are suing hospitals and AIDS organizations over forced sterilization. Yeah. One woman, Doris, claims her husband gave doctors permission to sterilize her while she was in labor, and that she didn't find out about it until 3 years later when she tried to get pregnant again. Another woman, Amni, says she was sterilized during cesarean birth, but wasn't informed about the procedure until she questioned her nurses when she overheard them talking about her internal scars. A report by the African Gender and Media Initiative includes these stories told by women whose names have been changed to protect their identities, along with 38 other cases of HIV-positive Kenyan women who assert that they forcibly were cervically sterilized.
Now they had AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Not HIV, full-blown AIDS.
It says they were HIV positive. It says
Now
HIV positive,
they
right?
shouldn't be having kids.
It is. It's totally different than AIDS.
Okay. They shouldn't have kids, even with that. They shouldn't be having kids. They should have been told.
Is the baby always born HIV positive? No.
No?
No.
They can't have children.
Yes.
Is it
dangerous?
risky?
Right? Yes.
Okay. If
That's
the
the
mother,
thing right there that bothers me about it. You're playing risk with your kid's life.
Not even that. Reproducing.
You play risk just having a baby.
Yeah.
I know you
Not
do.
even that.